section 7.2, sum and difference identities. So go ahead onto your formula and identity sheet. On the right hand side, remember we have all our trig identities. Go ahead and star the sum and difference formulas. That is the second set of identities on that right hand column. That's what we're going to be talking about today. So definitely make sure that you know this. What these identities say is the following. We're told that sine of some angle alpha plus or minus some angle beta equals sine of alpha cosine beta plus or minus cosine alpha sine beta. What this breaks down into is if we have sine of alpha plus beta, we can rewrite this as sine alpha cosine beta plus cosine alpha sine beta. Or if we have sine of alpha minus beta, we can rewrite this as sine alpha cosine beta minus cosine alpha sine beta. The only thing that's different is if we add our angles, we add the two terms. If we subtract here. And I will show you some examples where we'll actually use numbers, or I actually can show you one of those right now. Let's look at this. Let's say we were looking at sine of 75 degrees. Well, yes, we could plug this into our calculators, but we can also solve this using our unit circle. If we break apart 75 to be sine of, let's say, 45 degrees plus 30 degrees. So if we go to our unit circle, we can find 30 degrees and 45 degrees. We know where those are. We have 30 degrees there and 40 degrees here. Alright, so we're going to let the 45 be alpha and the 30 be beta. This will then equal sine of 45 times cosine of 30 minus cosine of 45 times sine of 30. Well, from my unit circle, I'm going to want to figure out what all these values are. Sine of 45, sine of 30, and then cosine of 45 and cosine of 30. I go to my unit circle. Let's focus on 30. Sine of 30 is 1/2. Cosine of 30 is rad 3 over 2. Now let's look at 45. Sine of 45 is rad 2 over 2. Cosine of 45 is rad 2 over 2. So I get rad 2 over 2, rad 2 over 2, 1/2, and rad 3 over 2. Plugging these numbers in, I get sine of 45, rad 2 over 2, times cosine of 30, which is rad 3 over 2, minus cosine of 45, which is going to be rad 2 over 2, times sine 30, which is 1/2. What this boils down to is rad 6 over 4 minus rad 2 over 4. And I get rad 6 minus rad 2 all over 4. Oh, I'm sorry, this should be a plus. There we go. My bad. Please make that correction. So our final answer is rad 6 plus rad 2 all over 4.